Down at the drill hole, the boys all wait to sign, each one determined to join the Western Line. They swear their allegiance to country and to king, proud as the football songs they sing. A boy sees his hero, says, "Hey, that's Jimmy Spears. He should be playing football, he's no need to be here." But Jimmy smiles politely, "It's my duty, nothing more. Boys, we've a bigger goal to score." Sing for the boys, sing for them all sent to fight till the last soldier falls. Sing for the boys, row after row, destined to lie where the red poppies grow. The boys land in Flanders, their journey's just begun. Jimmy swapped his football for a bayonet and a gun. The songs the crowds were singing still ringing in his ears, as he fought as a loyal volunteer. When the army marches homeward singing songs along their way, Jimmy won't be with them. Where he fell is where he'll stay. The Great War is over, it's no 90-minute game. 4 years, 3 months and 13 days. Sing for the boys, sing for them all sent to fight till the last soldier falls. Sing for the boys, row after row, destined to lie where the red poppies grow. Sing for the boys, sing for them all sent to fight till the last soldier falls. Sing for the boys, row after row, destined to lie where the red poppies grow.
Hello, and welcome along to the Gers TV. My name's Cy Leslie.
And I'm Sandra Gemmell, and I'm glad you could join us, guys.
Guys, brilliant numbers so far before we started the show. With a wee tribute there, obviously, to our Wardhead and the great Jimmy Spears who played for Rangers. And a few people asking what the song's called. It's called Sing for the Boys. You'll get it on YouTube.
It's a great story to the song, isn't there?
It's brilliant. There's also a great tribute done last year with the Union Bears.
That's right, I put it on my feed there.
Aye. And it goes on all the clubs over Scotland and they make sure all the Wardhead that played for them they can remember.
Yeah, I see them put one at Celtic Park, it was one for there. I see the boys even done that.
It was brilliant what they done, but that was last year. You can look at it, guys. Just let us know if you thumbs up that you can hear us alright.
Everything's going alright.
So far. Loads and loads to talk about tonight, guys. We're taking calls later on, but first of all, we've got to talk about the game in a wee minute's time, the Rangers versus Ross County, 4-2. We're talking about we've got a wee book promotion we're going to do. Going to speak to Jack Percival in London as well, who does a massive charity and doesn't get a lot of recognition for it, but the boys are Blue Rose and he does a lot of work for it. General calls on the Rangers. I'm going to do a wee chat and all about the women's football, see if they're interested in getting promotions on it, or if they want to do a wee feature on it once a month or something. And just all the general stuff. Before we start, guys, what we'll do is we'll quickly read out the comments so far and then we'll get to the first video of the night.
And Duncan, lest we forget, Brian Newell, hi Sandra, and the goatee inside.
Aye, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Evening, Stuart Hutchison, John T. Gardner, Christine Jarvie. We are the people.
Right, before I forget the stars, we need to mention the stars.
Right, the stars, guys. Please don't send us stars.
We don't see them. See, when we watch a video back, we see this and remember every week to tell you not to do this. Their message comes up telling you to send stars in, and it's from Facebook, but it looks like it's good.
It looks as if it's for Gers TV. It's not. It's Facebook put it on, and they earn all the money off it, guys. So you're wasting your time sending us stars.
If you want to send stars, just go to the app. We'll get an applet for the pub. And we'll just sit in and buy beer, right? Straight to the point. But all kidding aside, we get in the hunt for that.
Table number.
The reason I'm saying it, some people put 50 stars now, that,
I know,
100
you
stars.
don't see it after the show.
And you don't see it's too late, and it's nobody don't appreciate it, but don't you're not getting
Facebook make it look as if Gers TV have wrote it. It's in my feed right now at the beginning, but it's not us.
So don't worry about it, guys. Here's tonight's first video. We're just going to play a quick video of the weekend's game.
Sorry guys, don't know where that went.
Had the goals here, guys, but I forgot to put them on the shoulder because I was too busy showing Gordon and how to on it. So, do them later on, guys. I'll be able to fix it later on. We'll be able to watch the goals. And I put a wee tune on it. I put a good tune on it, and I forgot.
Describe the goals, aye.
We'll go do that in a minute. We'll do that in a minute. We'll talk about it. First of all, somebody's mentioned the beard, the goatee, whatever you want to call it. Anybody that knows me quite well will know this. I despise beards and moustaches and everything else. So 2 shout-outs I'm going to do, and then I'm going to explain them, right? Big Boffy's no well, you know?
Yeah.
You want to do a wee bit?
I hope you're good. Big Boffy's Boffy is in Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and the last I heard, guy, he was in a coma. That's as far as we know, but I hope you get well soon, Boffy, and I hope we hear for you soon.
Just any message at all would be great, but obviously it's just whenever he's better. We send our best wishes out. Also, the day of the big walk, I spoke to my pal Kenny Bragg, who came up from
Liverpool,
Wirral, next to Liverpool, Merseyside, and I spoke to him and he told me he was diagnosed with cancer and he was getting treatment. I didn't mention the treatment because it was kept personal, but he's getting the operations and that done last week, and at the same time November he came about, and Walter Smith had died, and I was thinking, what can I do? I want to do something for charity because the channel hadn't done it for a while, so I'm going on a moustache, might be a beard, it might be a moustache, we don't know yet. And everybody's laughing at it. But if you want, so far we've raised for my lodge, my pals and the scooter club have raised £165 so far, so if I could get up to £200 it'd be great. The most important thing is that people are aware of these things. It tells you on it about men's health and things like that. All the money goes directly to the charity. The last part before boring you is, Kenny, if you do hear this message, mate, we're all behind you. Yep. Get well soon, pal.
Get well soon, Kenny.
So
there we go. Matt done it. Get well, big man.
Boffy, aye.
Yeah.
it's one of this. It's just the last 5 years, maybe the last 3 years. Every time you hear somebody's name mentioned, there's bad news involved in it, so you're always terrified. So just hopefully that the two of them pull through and we get to a wee chat with them in the future. Right, let's talk about the game. I'm not going to goals up there for the simple reason I've made a balls up with the video. First things first, I'm going to say this and I say it all the time. You can correct me if you don't agree with me and we'll get calls in. Because you're expecting to lose a goal now. My opinion, our best defender is Andrew Splitting now. Katic, he's playing well for them, and every week we go a goal down. And one of the guys to blame for that, in my opinion, is Goldstone. Although Lundstone didn't do himself any favours with the first challenge on it, getting the ball away. But Goldstone tried to play him offside. Well, I think it was probably offside, but it's very, very soft either way. And you're looking at a defence that's looking to go every game first. That's not good for the club because you're going to eventually play a team that's harder to beat. And we need to put an end to that right now. After that, Rangers sailed though.
You're actually going to a game expecting them to have the first goal.
Well, it's like we were talking in the pub after the game and the boys were saying, no, the Sparta Prague game coming up, we need to win with 2 goals. And I went, no, we need to win with 3. How's that? And I went, well, we're going to lose one. Big Coach was liable to do one. He's either back or something stupid. So we need to prepare to win with 3 goals. Other than that, after they started playing football, again, it's a similar story every week.
I know.
But we're good. We played well. Special mention to Ryan Kent. Thought he was absolutely fantastic.
I thought it was good to see him back. I know.
He could have probably played the whole game, but it was good to see him coming off as well and getting a rest. Ryan Jack wasn't very long, but it's great to see him back in the team. But Kuno didn't rate the boy at all, and he scored a great goal. So you have to get credit if you've criticised somebody. The boys maybe needing a run into the team. And Amadella's been no injured dropped, I think was the right decision as well.
Kent's goal was a cracker.
Aye, and then Kent's goal is probably goal of the season. It's going to be up there anyway. So let us know your opinions on that, guys, and your opinions on the game, and then we'll take it from there. So we've got a few comments came in already.
It's a philosophy. I was reading it there, but it's a philosophy track by the player. They feel the weight of expectation. So in order to remove that against the odds, it's how this team like to play.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I just think they just keep losing the first goal, Jack.
I think it's lack of concentration. I think they think
the first 15 minutes, I don't know where their concentration's at.
It's hard to explain it. I think they don't. I'll explain again. I don't think they're as good as they think they are. That's what I was trying to say there. The players have all got ability individually. There's no doubt about that. Young Patterson on the bench as well. He's got ability, but you need to get him. I don't like the defence changed a lot this season. That didn't help. Hollander's out. That's not helped. Katic isn't there. That's not helped. And you can go on, but you've got to play and you've got to carry on no matter what. You can't feel bad for yourself. Brian Newell's just mentioned Hollander's out. But this is a team. The defence last year we were compared to the Rangers and Curtin. Now you're expecting them to lose a goal every week. Gerrard will be furious.
I took my grandsons, right, and we were, you predict to score before you go, and I said 3-1, and my grandson said 4-1, and the other one said, how do you know they'll get a goal? Because Rangers always lose that first goal.
So if you're thinking that, the midfield must be thinking that, the goalkeeper's thinking that, and it's got to it, because you're going to get into a lot of big games, and it's a good time of the season. Other than that, I thought we played great. The goal, I criticise the players a lot because they don't shoot outside the box. Kent proved me right with that one. To be fair, what I think it was. And you've seen how much it meant to him. Oh no, sorry, I meant to say something. I'm going to say this quickly. If anybody does want to chat tonight about Gerrard going to Aston Villa and all that, carry on, go on another show, because we really don't. It's just rumours and that.
That's for radio snide and things like that. That's just show material. That's somebody that wants got nothing else to talk about. They want to talk about
it all day, and we're not really interested in talking about it unless there's any fun detail on it. So what I would say with that is just let's keep it a chat about the Rangers and the results in the future. So that's my opinion. They played well. Disappointing again to lose a goal at the end. I know you could say pandemic and the game's won, but the goal difference between Celtic and Rangers, Celtic's the only thing they're beating is with goals.
I know.
And you never know in football, it could come down to goals.
It could swing.
And you've got that one point, you've got that one goal of difference, and then they scored in the last minute. Again, through lack of concentration, it's no good. We're far better than all these teams. We're far better than who did we play last week? Brøndby, and Copenhagen. We're far better than them. Couldn't beat them.
Couldn't do it.
Silly goal. That's the story of the season. Teams that we're far better than, and we can't beat them at times. So we need to get better. That said, we're top of the league. We're in the quarterfinals, the League Cup. We're still in the Europa. Semi-final now. Alright. It's one of my Gordon Mentally saying I've got a semi. So we're in the
Yellow
semi-final.
cards.
First time in 2 years for you.
The semi-final, where Europa, if we win this game 2-0, we should qualify. That would look good. So the garden's not that bad, you know, the grass is still rosy. And you need to look on the positives. We can only get better. And I think we're having Jack and Kent back in the team, Rangers will only get stronger, and they'll be certainties to play. Let's be honest, they'll be certainties.
I think Kent definitely made a difference there in that game, do you know what I mean?
That's him half fit, he's not fully fit
I know. Well, it's glad that they took him off for a rest.
So it was good to see. So we're currently saying they were top of the league, and what I was going to say is the Rangers ladies team's also top of the league.
That.
So that's good, you know, it's good to see the club thriving at all times through the youth and everything else. But the ladies team has not had a lot of credit over the years, and I know they're trying to make them bigger. It's something we were talking about, maybe doing a feature on it.
Aye, the ladies team.
I don't know if there's something that the fans would be interested in, the people that watch Gers TV, but we're maybe going to try and tag along a couple of games, do some interviews or whatever we can do. If there's an interest, I don't know what people think, but it's part of the club, and I think any part of the club we should try and promote if we can. So let us know your thoughts on that as well, guys.
Well, there's my favourite saying, the future's bright, the future's orange.
There's
another one.
We don't see the name on that. I know. Right, we're going to make a quick phone call. Right, Stephen Wilson. We're going to phone.
Stephen Wilson.
And a minute man's got the phones him. And he's doing a wee book. Now, I'll let you describe it a bit better than that. You've read it. It's a kid's book.
It's a kid's book. I would say it was a kid's book. I bought it. I thought it was missing something. I bought it. It's a good book. It's about 3 bears. And it has a Rangers. They're Ranger bears. And it's
a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun for it.
Well, I think it's for kids.
And what we'll say is, if anybody does a Rangers book, what we'll do is we'll promote it anytime we can. The first one I sent you. 01, you got it?
Yeah, sent me that.
You sent me it.
I did it. Right. I'll just get it.
There.
So give me a wee call, just to promote the book. Everybody's looking for a wee stocking fill off for Christmas. When it comes to Rangers, it's always good that the kids get involved. And it's a bit of fun. The book's called is it called The 3 Bears?
Yeah, I'm sure it's called The 3 Bears.
Or The 3 Little Bears.
3 Bears, I think it's called.
So give it a wee set,
I think maybe last year I got it. I think he's got 2 actually. He's got a follow-up to it.
Is there not
He has got 2. He has got 2.
And mind, like and share, guys. Like, share.
Oh,
so we get
please share our page, guys. Please share our page and get us out there.
That's what causes the
Hello?
Hi, Stephen. How you doing, mate?
Oh, is that you, Si?
Hi,
Hello there.
You're live on Gers TV, mate, before you say it, naughty.
Oh, actually, thanks very much for having me on.
No problem. Right. What we'll do is, I've just explained the book quickly there. Sandra's read it and we're going to be promotion for it. We don't know a lot about it, so do you just want to tell us the name of the book and what it's about and who it's for and how you buy it?
How you came about to write this book?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, Sandra, what actually happened was a good friend of mine passed away there, a Rangers supporter. And we go on the Coalside Glasgow Rangers supporters bus.
Yeah.
And he took his son and his grandway, and I took my son and whatever. And when he passed away, it was a bit of a blow, eh? Yeah. So I thought I'd maybe write a book. I did books for my grandwains. Anyway, and I did a wee dedication to him in my first book. It's called The Famous 3 Bears.
That's right. I knew it was got 3 bears. I didn't know it was the famous 3 bears.
It's the famous as in the famous Glasgow Rangers paper thing, you know.
Yeah.
And the famous 3 Bears came around. It's about a father taking his son to his first Rangers game, and it's all about the bond he has with that boy. You know, like from the excitement of going to the game and getting him in football top and his scarf and down to the supporters bus. You know what it's like, eh?
Yep.
Aye.
And it's a great day for the dad as well as the son. And I thought I would write about that, eh? And the book's done very popular.
Sorry, you've got 2, Stephen, have you know?
I've got 2, I got a lot of messages after the success of the first one, Sandra, and it was like, what about the wee girl bear? When are we going to see her? So I made up a wee story about the wee pink bear. Her name's Kathy, the Rangers lassie, of course. And the 2, she meets Blue, is the name of the wee bear, and the adventure continues.
Aye, good. Very good. And how did they get this book, Stephen?
Well, you can go on eBay, and if you put in Rangers book, and then the famous 3 Bears comes up, Sandra, and then you put in Rangers book again, and Blue Bear in the Competition, which is the second book come up. I've priced them at $8.99, and that's including post and packaging.
Very good.
Yeah.
Good. Very
So
good.
I'm just hoping that we push for Christmas, because I give a donation from every book to revive MS support. It's a centre in Govan.
Very good.
And what they do is they do a lot for people with multiple sclerosis, including my wife, Kathleen, who has secondary progressive MS, unfortunately. And it's just to keep the lights on and the doors open, because it's the only specialist centre for people with multiple sclerosis in Scotland.
Right.
And they rely on charity donations.
And you're relying on help.
So obviously anybody buying the books that's going towards that, then that's great.
Aye, well, it's helping a big cause, Si, as well. It's a big family thing here, because my wife has an MS,
Of course, yeah.
and my daughter and my son, they help very much, and the people at that centre, you know, I owe them quite a lot. So I gave them a nice cheque there last year, and I'll be giving them another cheque in December.
Very good.
And also Oswald's Bar.
Yep.
No, yeah. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, Joanne, the manageress, lovely lassie. She has been selling the books there, and they're quite popular there.
Very good.
And also Craig Houston's selling them, Sons of Truth.
Very good.
And he's a great laddie, by the way, Craig.
I know very well, yeah.
So it's fantastic people, and it's all because of these people, and they're doing really well for the charity. And anyway, it's nice you asking me, and I just get the people out there to buy the books, you know. As I say, it's a great keepsake, and it's a great, you'll relate to it.
Anybody out there that's wanting a wee stocking filler, just go on eBay and look up the famous Three Bears, and there you go, you've got a stocking filler for your kids.
That's it. That there, and the Blue Bear in the Competition. He's got a chance there to go into a competition, Sandra, and he meets a wee pink bear, and they've got a chance to see their boyhood heroes. I just hope people do enjoy the book, and you know, that's right.
I've got the first one, I'll have a look and see the second one, Stephen.
Oh, you'll need to get the second one.
Definitely, there's a follow-up, I'll need to get it.
I'll tell you a strange story there. I've had a lot of good messages, but I had an American friend there who said, is there any way that you can do 3 dolphins? Going to the Miami Dolphins. I goes, no, pal, I can't see a dolphin going on a supporters bus. So I'm getting some weird ones, Sandra, but listen, kidding aside, it's a great charity, and the thing about it is, when the Rangers players were injured a long time ago there, they used the oxygen tanks at MS Revive to recuperate, you know. So we've got this wee tie, the Glasgow Rangers, and just get these fans out there and start buying these books.
Aye, no, it's good there's a story behind Steve. I'm just laughing at your dolphin story there.
But the better ones than that, Si. But,
I was just thinking to myself, you need pressure like that, like a hole in your head. But after a while, I realised you just clicked. But no, listen, all the best with the work you're doing. It's great to hear. Again, I was saying to Sandra and Gordon the night before we started, all the good work and all the good things that the Rangers support do, you never read about. You never
hear about it. You never hear about it.
And any time we can get that word out, that'd be great.
I know. The thing about it is, it's all computerised now. You know what I mean? No computerised, but it's all Kindles and that. It is no great to have a book that you can read to your grandwains and then hold on to it. And then their grandwains can... You know what I'm saying, Si?
Of course. It's out there and the kids will read it earlier again. It's brilliant.
Right. Thank you very much for having me on, and all the best to you two, and you're a great show. I listen to it going forward.
Good to hear from you, Stephen. Thanks.
Right, thank you again. Bye-bye just now.
Bye.
Brilliant. There you go. So it's called The Three Bears, and it's a kid's book.
Yep, and there's a follow-up to it, but if you go on eBay, put in the famous Three Bears, and it should follow up for there.
And you can do the competition as well.
You can do the competition, yes.
I was just getting feared when they started saying about the girl bear meets the where's this going here?
I was away last year, I bought that actually, so...
It's had a lot of good publicity, but the money's gone, there's money going to charity towards it, and it's obviously the Rangers players already have benefited from it for their injuries you've seen. Again, if anybody's doing any promotions like that at all, sometimes we find us, sometimes you contact us. If we can help, we will help, certainly.
Yep.
Right, messages on it.
Right, hi Si, glad to see you back. Sandra and Si and Sandra, right, okay. Donna Robertson, how you doing, Donna? Marion in Texas, how you doing?
Hello, Perth, Australia.
Hello from Perth, Australia. Ross Dennett.
Ross Dennett, I know you were saying that.
Hey. I honestly feel that we're going to take a right good beating. I hope not, but Billy Johnson.
When does he win the game?
I hope it's no the semi-final.
Maybe Prague.
No, he's maybe in Prague, but I think
Alright, okay.
Sorry, it's because there's that many comments coming
Well,
in the
you
manner.
wish my bear a happy 8th birthday, 11th of November. Calvin.
Yeah, Oladio.
Oladipo. From Gran, and all the family. Donna Robertson. Calvin, happy 8th birthday for your granddonna.
You're not saying the second name.
No. There we go.
Again, guys, great numbers watching
David
live
Doyle.
again. So let us know where you're watching for as well, because it's always good to get a shout out to the different towns and cities. See, when you're at home games now, a lot of people come up to you for supporters clubs.
Stephen, if you're still on watching, put the link on my feed for your
Aye.
book. There you go.
To buy it.
There you go. You can put it on my feed and then you maybe get
And a
wee
few people
some
chit
out
chat
there, yeah.
saying the obvious one, but people like the original going back to it, just reading a book.
Our chick says, give me a proper book any day of the week. I prefer a book
Aye.
chick rather than a Kindle or anything like that. I don't think that's not the same.
I don't read books at all, man. I'm not a book fan. I've only read one book in my life.
I'll know what sure it is.
Puppet Magic Dragon. I didn't even realise it was about dope and all that. I mean, it's a bit of a kid's thing. So when I think back about it, but it's only a book I've ever read. Probably wasting my head.
TVV, Aldershot. Hello, Andy Ritchie, how are you doing?
Aye, so just a wee feature what might be doing is, or even just talk about it once a month or something, but the Rangers ladies team, they're finally getting results. They're beating Celtic, they beat them 1-0 at the weekend. They're also top of the league, but the good thing is the clubs took it seriously. They're both right in it. You can go and watch them. A lot of the players as well are Rangers supporters. I've noticed that they play for the team, so that's something that we might look into doing in the future, is doing some kind of project regarding the ladies team.
Ross Wilson, cheers for having my dad on. Stevie, man's a legend. Steve,
know.
that must be his dad who wrote the book. Great show, sign Sandra. You're welcome, Ross. Andrew Bluebells from Ayr, how are you doing?
How you doing, mate?
There you go. Keep up the great work.
Andrew Perot.
Andrew, I'm from Falkirk. Andrew Perot.
Everybody's got half names tonight.
It's very cosmopolitan, this audience.
We're up in the world.
It's great. The good thing is there's always new names coming up as well, guys.
Aye,
Always like
Scott
to get a
Beatty,
laugh.
great show. Watching from Bannockburn, how are you doing?
And a wee shout out to my Rangers tie. I promised I'd wear one every week.
Yeah.
And I'll not mention who, because I'll get them into trouble, but somebody that works for Rangers gave me this one every year. Just to get it on your
But
leg.
I must say, our lest we forget the remembrance at Ibrox was
It was
great.
fantastic.
That's how it should be done, guys.
That's
how
the
it should
thing,
be
and
done.
we don't want, I'm not really caring about the what about today sort of stuff. However,
No.
what I will say is, the way Rangers do it is probably better than anybody else in the
That's
world.
how it's done in our house.
And see the sad thing about it is, see if Rangers were doing anything like the other side of the city doing it, it would bear the media
I
constant.
know.
And that's when you realise
There's
they're
nothing
biased.
ever said, you know.
And that's the reason that we say, if you don't watch Gers TV, watch one of the Rangers shows,
Keep it all alive, guys.
keep it on the family, because they're not going to tell you what's going out there. You don't want to give them any publicity at all.
Right, hello there, Jamie Blair. Great show. Watching from the Isle of Skye. The
Not
other
very big, but
people.
he's a shy.
Come on, share everybody, says Donna Robertson.
That's it.
There
We're
we go,
only
Donna,
here for a
thanks.
couple of weeks, so we're just trying to get everybody back to watching a regular Tuesday
We
night.
were off for a month there, guys, so this is us getting it back together.
And you can also buy the book here. That's the competition page there live for Stevie Wilson.
There you are, Stephen Wilson's put the feed on the link on the feed, guys. There you go. If you want a wee book for your Christmas stocking, there you go.
Again, if there's any stories or anything that you want us to cover, if you can get out and do them, or bear huts or anything, always interested.
Have we not got a bear hut to go see? Did you know
One in
see
Falkirk,
it?
but I've got one, but it's doing in I can't remember. I think it's a wee bit away. We only did weekend, there's no game on. Quickly before I forget, right? Do you want to talk about? Well, we don't know what we're doing yet, but we might be doing a wee promotion at the weekend.
Oh right,
The
Sunday,
Bristol,
right?
aye.
The Bristol Bar. The Bristol Bar is how is that there, eh?
I know. I should have mentioned me.
The Bristol Bar is having a remembrance all day on Sunday. I'm sure it's for 1 o'clock, and it's on till late. But they've got different events happening throughout the day.
We'll try and get in a wee bit of film in for
They're
it.
having the soldiers, they're having the vehicles, and they're having a remembrance display, I'm sure, at night time.
Aye, and when you say the vehicles, it's vintage.
It's vintage vehicles, vintage army vehicles. So I'm going to try I don't know what I'm doing. The games Saturday. No, it's
No,
this
the
Sunday.
game,
I've got
aye.
lanes. I'm babysitting on Saturday night, so I'll try and get along on a Sunday as early as I can.
And when
I can't promise
I'm
I'll be
doing
there
it-
for one.
I'm on a scooter run, but it's going to the Wargraves in the East End. Afterwards, I'll come down and I'll do a bit of filming. So it's just to give you a wee bit of content every weekend. We're going to try and up the content as well.
Because we did do the Bristol Live, the
2
Remembrance
years
2
ago,
years ago.
and it was really popular. That's how we're going to do it again.
I was over 1,000 on the.
Aye.
I'm sure it
On the
was.
live feed it. People like
Aye.
it because it's like a Sunday night. They're sitting there looking for something to watch and you put that on.
Right, Graham Welsh. Hello, Sandra and Si. How you doing?
Yeah.
1 or 2 ones for Rangers. Graham's the first team
Are you saying
and a
both?
women's team all against that
Both
team
team won.
Aye.
across the city.
There's a
Right,
wee comment
okay.
for the Bristol Bar.
Yeah.
Give me 10 seconds. I'll
The
take
Bristol
something.
Bar is the best Rangers pub in Glasgow. Always friendly. Lassies there. A service with a smile. Yes, it's a good pub chick. I like the Bristol myself. I'll just need to go to my phone for
No, 2 seconds, that's it.
the chat.
That'll come in 1 minute and then you just put it in the video was. Right, so you want the video back on? That's you. No,
That you? No, I've no chat.
that's me. Just
Right, hello there,
you
Slim
go.
Walker. Alexander Brothwick. How you doing? Hello guys. Evening everyone in Paisley Loyal. No surrender, we are the people. 55.
loads of
Wilbur
comments just
Smith,
giving this
Kings
as
of
a move.
Kings. I'll put up a set of books for your competition, Si. Keep in touch and I'll post them off to the winner. There we go. Thank you, Stevie.
Gordon's going to do something. I forgot to say this. I don't know if you remember. Just did say we're going to do it. You've got a few questions you're going to be to trivia's.
Yes.
So we'll put one up tonight and I'll let you pick your winner. And the winner wins
The winner
the book.
We'll do a Tuesday teaser.
Yes, there we
Right,
go.
so that's your responsibility. He's teasing us now with the eyes. Yeah, what you need to tell me. You better.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
Tommy Cardona. Isn't it always amazing how the Scum always get an away match on the Remembrance weekend, even though that random computer comes up with that? I'm actually quite happy about that as it gives us the chance to do it properly. Ibrox always do it properly. That's how it should be
fair
done.
comment, that is quite. The thing about it is when you say it, he's obviously saying it's deliberately done, so
Yeah.
there's less thing. But what you need to remember as well, last season Neil Lennon decided which day the Old Firm was going to be. The Old Firm game get changed because he said it will have to be the last game of the fixtures. And all of a sudden the computer's done the random draw and Neil Lennon got his choice and got the game when he wanted it. It didn't really work out well for him right enough as we up to all season.
I
But
think it worked out rather well.
but that's a good point Tom was making, that these things are always coincidences and name across the city are always talking about everybody's against them. Well, why have they always got the members there away from him? That's a good point to make.
Right, Justin, what have I missed? Scotland,
Scott,
where have you
not
been?
watch yet.
Where have you been? Where are we? Hello, guys.
Put us under pressure there, we missed that.
Ripley Loy, I know that. But, you missed the book. If you're looking for a Christmas filler for your reins, go to Stephen's put us
You see it up above.
up above on the link. Hey, good evening, Robert Williamson. How you doing?
How you doing, mate? How you doing, pal? Right, we're
Right,
going to
I'm sure
phone.
the computer.
We're going to do it in a minute. We're going to give a quick call to Jack. That's one of my pals for London, and we're going to get him on for a
Hey,
quick
it's
call.
got 5 minutes to wait for the
Yeah,
Tuesday
teaser.
teaser.
That's what you call a proper teaser.
Oh,
Right, straight in the ring.
hello, hello.
First time you're looking smart, big man.
Is it caught the date?
Hello, Jack.
How you doing? Sorry, you alright?
I know, but I didn't want to say hi, Jack. I didn't want to jump in the obvious jokes. You're live, pal, alright, before we go any further, so you don't say anything naughty or anything like that. Your name's Jack Percival, you're a member of the Surrey Rangers Supporters Club, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you're on live with me, Sandra and Gordon and now. So just quickly, we've done a video in the past, obviously, about your charity, what you do, and what you've done in the past, but can you just give us a quick update on how it all started again and what you're actually involved in England?
Yeah, so my name is Jack Percival. a video before with you. I think it was last year or the year before. I can't remember. Probably before COVID.
Yeah.
I've done a video. My name's Jack Percival. I run a homeless charity based in South East London, and basically all of my donations are from social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Si kindly had me on the show. We met randomly a couple of years ago at a Rangers game. We got chatting. So when I was younger, I wasn't the best behaved child. I ended up being homeless myself. And then I got taken in off the streets by a lovely lady called Karen. I was going through a bit of a tough time as a young 17-year-old, bit naive to life. I got taken in off the streets, and unfortunately, 2 or 3 years after she took me off the streets, she passed away unexpectedly. In her memory, I wanted to do something in the name of homeless, because she always taught me, like, no matter what you've done in life, we've all got the same beating heart, and we all deserve a hot meal and something to eat. So I decided to do a project about 4 years ago for the homeless. So it started with me going on the bus into Croydon in South East London with 6 sandwiches and 6 bottles of water. And then it took off from there. And then the following year, I wanted to do a big feed for the homeless. So we started small. We've done some sandwiches, and we've done some rucksacks and sleeping bags. And it's just evolved massively since then. And now we're to the point where we're doing 2 outreaches a week. So we give out bacon rolls, teas, coffees, sleeping bags, hygiene packs. We even do like an outreach needle exchange, which most charities don't do. And it's just basically about giving back to the local homeless community, no matter what they've done or what they're up to or what they're going through in their life. We're there for them. We'll give them that hot meal, and we just give them that appreciation they need as homeless people.
Very good.
Jack, one of the things you explained to me, right, and I never thought of it ever in my life, but you were telling me how much it means when you're on the street. One of the things that you try and push is, see if you ever walk by somebody in the street and they're homeless, if you've got a minute, speak to them for 1 or 2 minutes. You were saying how much that can change their day and their outlook.
Yeah, I've told this. I've done a few presentations. Like, I'm rubbish, and I get really nervous, and I'm so super nervous about this phone call tonight. But I get really nervous when I speak. But one of the main things that I try to put across is that if you pass a homeless person, and if they're at a train station or outside a bar or in a busy high street, that homeless person could have had 2 to 1,000 people walk past them, depending on their location, depending on where they are. If you just stop, if you haven't got any money, or you don't want to give them money, or you don't want to buy them a sandwich, if you just stop and you go, "You all right? How's your day? What are you up to?" You will make that homeless person feel more human again than just giving them a sandwich and walking away, because your chat could mean the world to them, and your chat could go a long way, and that your chat could make them feel appreciated. And I always say, like, one of my main things is don't give money. If you're passing a shop, just grab a bottle of water or grab a sandwich. If they don't want that sandwich then they put it in their bag, and then when everyone goes home at night and all the shoppers are gone, all the commuters have gone, they'll remember that sandwich and they'll remember you. But if you do that as a person, then give them just your time, talk to them, ask them about their day. And a lot of them have got an unreal story, and their story will stick in your mind, and I guarantee you, the first homeless person you speak to, that night you'll be going home and you'll be thinking about it. Because for me, it's a buzz. My buzz is making people smile, and that doesn't compare to anything in the world apart from making someone smile. That's my main aim in life, is to make people smile. So when you meet these homeless people and you hear their story and just chat to them, you go home and you think about it. It's a natural act from your body to just listen to these people, and you want to help them. And that's something I think that Percy's Homeless Hub, my charity, do really well. I've met some absolute characters, and I've met some people that have been through it in life, and we become attached to them, and I probably shouldn't, but become a little bit attached, and we do things for them and we make them smile again. And if you're on the streets, and especially where you guys are based, you're based in Glasgow, so you can get to silly temperatures and get to minus temperatures, and just from giving them that chat, your chat can be warmth to someone.
Yeah. So Jack, just one thing, so the people that watch your TV, they come for, they watch you for the world, basically. There's a lot of people watch it in England. If anybody wants to help you in any way, or else get in touch with you, how would they do that?
So it's not just in England or in Croydon that people can help. So basically every year, for the last 4 years, we've run a big outreach for the homeless in Croydon. And basically, homeless people are invited down to. We open up like a little centre or a little place that they can come to. It's about 5-6 hours at Christmas, and they come in, and it's basically like a conveyor belt. They walk in, they get a hot meal, so they get chicken and chips, or they get a soup, or they get a hot meal, and they can have a cup of tea, coffee, biscuits. They go to their next section, and then they get a rucksack. Each rucksack contains between 100 and 150 pounds worth of life-saving essentials. So we're not just talking about giving them a can of Coke and sending them on their way. They've got hygiene packs enough to last them over Christmas and beyond, because obviously Christmas the shops close. There's not a lot of people around. They won't earn as much begging. They won't get as much kindness. So they get hygiene packs. They get pants, socks, sleeping bags. They get foil blankets. They get foil mats to sleep on, so it makes them a little bit more comfortable. They get toothbrushes, toothpaste, mouthwash, protein shakes, plasters, you name it, it's in the bag. And then after they've got that bag, they can go to another person, they can get themselves a haircut. We've given guys haircuts that haven't had haircuts in 2 years. You know self-love and self-worth. If you get a haircut, how good you feel when you go home and look in the mirror. And then after they've had their haircut, they can go and talk to a nurse, and the nurse will discuss any issues they've got. They might have to guide them in the right direction. And then before they leave, they can go get themselves a sandwich and something to put in their bag and take away for when they get home in the evening. So we've been running that program for this is our 4th year. Over time, it's got more and more. We've raised more money. It costs us roughly between £10,000 and £15,000 every feed we do. But as the years have gone on, we've progressed and we've got more donations, and the outreach or our big project has become more and more better, and more people enjoy it, and there's much more for them to take on board and then to take home with or take away with. But as the time's gotten more, so what we do now is we do a wish list, and you can go onto the wish list. I've set out 15, 20 items what are beneficial for the homeless. You can go on there, you can purchase the item, and it gets delivered straight to me. Then that goes directly to the homeless at Christmas.
Jack, are you able to post that one for us later on, so people?
Yeah. So what I do is I've looked at your page today, but you post your previous live videos. Yeah. So what I'll do is I can post all of the links for the wish list and the bank details and all of our social media pages underneath, so then they can go and follow and see what we do. And
Jack, I know it's a cliche and you hear it all the time, but every penny counts. If somebody's sending you £2 or £3, it's still going to go towards it and help.
Yeah, on our wish list we have stuff that range from £1. So we've got Vaseline. I know it sounds silly, Vaseline, but Vaseline can go a long way for someone. You're out in the cold, your lips are getting chapped, you're feeling a little bit under the weather. Just by softening your lips can make you feel 10% better than what you did. So our wish list ranges from about £10 to £30 of options. So if you can't afford a lot, then £1. We've got a bank. We've actually got an official bank now that you can just donate into, and then we can put that towards other things. So like organising things for the night. We get hot food. We pay for that directly. Any of the other small items that go into running the event. We're a non-profit organisation, and we're just going through the stages now of registering us as an official charity. That's something that's taken a long process, and we've been trying to do this for about 1 or 2 years now. But it's all of the small things that go into making us an official charity, and we can go for bigger and better. I've gone from raising probably £600 to now, I think this year alone, I'm probably around about the 30 or 40,000 mark since January that I've raised, and it goes directly to the homeless. It's direct to the homeless. So the other week we put a guy in a hotel that we've been looking after. We put him in a hotel, and that's something that we've never ever done before. And I know you're based in Glasgow and you're based in Scotland, but I get messages weekly from someone that's in Liverpool and goes, you know what, I read your story, but I've just gone and bought a guy a homeless guy a sandwich. And then I say, well, I'm in Croydon, I've managed to do that in Liverpool. So it's not about just working with us in South East London and working with us in Croydon. It's about spreading the message that all homeless people are the same, no matter where you're from.
See if everybody's watching that tonight, if anybody tomorrow, if you get a chance, meet and you see a homeless person and give them any kind of treat, a sandwich or something like that, that'll show that you coming on the show tonight does actually make an impact, and it can change.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Of course. I always say to people, if you do something in regards to helping the homeless and it's inspired from Percy's Homeless Hub, then please tweet it, please Instagram it, please Facebook it. And people go, well, I bought someone a sandwich, I don't want to tell people that I've done it. And I go, but you telling someone might inspire someone else to do it. And they go, well, I don't want people to know, I don't think I'm bragging.
Yeah, true.
Again, that's why I was saying that there. Right, so before we go, mate, the last time I spoke to you, we've only done so hot at the football. We're now top of the league, we've got to 55. It's a bit better.
Huh?
I
can't hear. It's a little bit blurry, to be fair.
I'm saying the last time I spoke to you, we were only doing too well in the league 2 years ago. We were struggling a wee bit.
No, I'll tell you what. I came all the way up. I came all the way up for the title list, and I stood outside the stadium, and it was one of the best days of my life. And we got there about 9 o'clock in the morning.
I met you that day. I should have met you that day, but I was well gone.
I see you, because you was walking around with a bottle of champagne.
That's illegal in Glasgow.
Don't be saying that.
I tell you, that was one of the best days of my life as a football fan, to get to outside the ground and not even get a ticket, but to stand outside the ground for 8 hours and have a party. I tell you, it was a memorable moment, and I'll tell my children that for the rest of their life.
Jack, just to finish up, mate, you're involved with the boys in Surrey and are good friends of mine. I was speaking to them at the weekend in the pub. If you're an English Ranger supporter in that area, they're welcome to come down and see it. Even if you just want to go and see Rangers for the first time or go to the pub, it's a nice bar, I believe.
Yeah, Dice Bar's the one. If you want an atmosphere, you want a party, go to Dice Bar.
Yeah, but they'll get to meet you.
Huh?
They'll get to meet you.
Yeah, if they make a special arrangement, no, I'm joking. Dice Bar's a good party to go to. I used to spend my whole life in Dice Bar, but I've tried to prioritise things now. But yeah, Dice Bar is a good party. If you're from Glasgow and you're ever stuck in London, go to Dice Bar, because it's the most friendly, welcoming places to go.
And that's Croydon.
Supporters club.
That's Croydon, isn't it?
Yeah, Croydon, South East London, but from London Bridge, it's about 15 minutes on the train to East Croydon, so it's nothing. So wherever you are in London, if you're a Glasgow Rangers fan, you're in London and you're stuck, jump on the train to Croydon.
Very good.
Magic. Jack, mate, all the best. You're getting wishes, a lot of wishes, myself and Sandra and Gordon. All the best, mate, and lots of respect. If you're ever doing a project that we can help you with, just let us know, please.
Yeah, get in touch.
I really appreciate you having me on. I know you messaged me sort of last minute, and it was only a couple of hours ago, but I really appreciate you having me on.
Hold on a minute, I'm unorganised, is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what you said.
No, I really appreciate you having me on. It's good for me to highlight what I need to highlight, but what I do is I post all of our socials and our GoFundMe and our wish list in the comments below after the live feed. So if anyone's got any questions, then they can just give me a message. But I really appreciate you letting me have the time to speak.
Thank you.
All the best, pal.
Thanks for speaking to us.
Perfect. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much.
Right, bye.
See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
So there you go. As I said to you earlier on, the reason is why I do that, you'll never hear the bad things about Rangers supporters. You'll hear the negatives. You only hear the things that they allegedly did and things, and then you think to yourself, how come all the good things you hear about?
Wow, the Tuesday teaser's up.
Excuse me.
The Tuesday teaser's up, guys. Look on the feed. Who was the Rangers' first ever captain?
A disclaimer here. See if there's ever a question that's right, we take the credit. See if there's ever any question that's up for debate.
See Gordon.
Gordon doesn't.
You could win a copy of the book featured at the start of the show. And Donna Robertson, it's the famous Three Bears. It's a children's book.
And it's a strong fella. But well done to Jack, as I say to you, that's a young boy who basically became homeless, had a lot of troubles in his life, and rather than feeling sorry for himself, young Rangers supporter in London started a charity up. What did he say he was raising? £40,000 or something, said he's raised?
Aye.
That's some good when you think about it.
Definitely is. Well done.
It's for everybody in his community.
Well done, Jack.
So if you ever want to get in touch with Jack, you'll get him via us, or the Surrey True Blues. Lovely boy, but great call, and that's what we're looking for.
Check sharp. Well done, Jack, and good question, Gordon.
That's him coming in. We'll just let you keep the answers coming in now. What we'll do is we'll get Gordon to put the phone number up. I've got to give me 2 seconds.
Everyone's Googling.
I'll let you do this. Let me show you.
Right. Do not use Google.
I'm going to leave this here.
Use your brain, guys. Jack is just another reason why we are the people, said Tommy Scott. I do agree with you, Tommy. Everything that you never hear of the good things that Rangers fans do, they don't get publicised as if they don't happen. Hello, Raymond Whitehead, how are you doing? There we go. Marion, everybody is Googling. Hello, Roddy McCartney. Fiona Macaulay, how are you doing? Ronnie Winton, how are you doing? Right, tonight's Tuesday teaser was who was Rangers' first captain?
I don't know if I agree with the answer to this. Is it when you told me you're not drunk on it?
I don't drink.
Aye, no, I was
No cheating now, said Jack. No cheating.
That's a good time to get the whiskey in one foot.
Hello there, Raymond Whitehead. How are you doing? John Kiernan. Hello, John. How are you doing? And we are the greatest fans in the world. We certainly are, John. We certainly are.
What about the display? I think the club and the Union Bells deserve a wee quick bit of recognition.
Yeah, for what I do agree with you. Tuesday's teaser is who was Rangers' first ever captain. You could win a copy of the book featured at the start of the show.
It was good to see them. They had the armed forces, they had the
cannon.
cannon.
Cannon. And you could hear a pin drop, guys.
Exactly.
You
did it right if you don't get it at all. And I think the world's media, we spoke about it, a lot of people are talking about it. And what I thought was lovely was the Ross County manager, I think it was a chairman, was driving. One of the officials get interviewed, and the first thing he spoke about was the class.
Was the class, yes, definitely. Rangers ooze class.
Well, they're doing a Google here, I think.
I know, we're on the Googling, guys. Right. We're on the Googling.
Before I forget.
Right, who's going to pick the winner?
Gordon.
Right. That's your department.
I've listened to a postcard.
I've got Ray Latura, right? Hey, Latura whiskey. And our usual toast.
Right.
To the Queen.
The Queen.
The Queen.
Long may she reign. I can smell it.
Oh, that's just one.
Did you have to stop drinking?
Because I woke up yesterday and I'm like, never again, that's me, I fit forever.
Because I've been on a bevy for 3 days.
And then I woke up, and then I'd be like, I could go for my breakfast, or I could go quick pint and then get my breakfast, so I got my breakfast at night. Anyway, quick plug again for
Still
this.
some confusion on the book link, Sandra. Just put in Rangers book on eBay and the books will come up. Right, see if you get to eBay, guys. If you can't get in with the link that's there, get to eBay and put in Rangers book.
And a picture of 3 bears comes up on it. It's 3 bears on the book.
Picture of the 3 bears, come up and click on the link there.
The last time I'm going to plug this tonight, guys.
Look
at the goatee beard, look at that. That's 1 week, right? And it's going, before anybody says it is going grey. And I'm probably going to take that bit out of there and I'm going to have a proper man's moustache next week. So if you want to put £1 in, £2 or whatever and enter Todd, the link will come up in a minute. It's all going to cancer research. It's just, I didn't get a chance because of COVID and things like that.
I know we've not done anything this year.
We'll probably, if we can, we'll have a wee chat about doing something for the kids' world.
Kids' Christmas appeal.
For the next 3 weeks, I'm going to look stupid with a goatee beard or whatever. So people
just for 3 weeks?
Aye. You've got to get the machine. You get the machine to take it off. You need to do it because I'll be terrified. And I might like it at that point. That's the whole thing, I might like it. But the thing is, because it catches the whiskey, that's a good thing. It catches it, you can do that.
You get the drink.
You get the seconds. But guys, it would be great if everybody could support us for that. As I said, my big pal who watches the show, diagnosed and he's got cancer of the bowel. So we're doing it for cancer research.
It looks like he's drank a frothy coffee and the rings on his face.
I actually did have a shave this morning. I did shave it.
You're acting a go, it says, Joy.
I shaved it this morning, but it's the new razors that you get. The greyhound razors. They don't catch the hair.
You'll be Santa soon.
But aye, guys, it's just one thing that I like is that when I met last week when we won the Danish show last month, a lot of people were saying to us in the pubs and maybe yourselves, a lot of people like the fact that we don't take it too serious. We talk about a lot of serious subjects, but we always have a laugh.
You need to have a laugh in life, man, if you take life seriously.
And we get pelters all the time, and that's quite funny.
I think the pelters we get is absolutely hilarious.
So, but you take it, you take it back. And the fact that we destroyed
I must admit, see the pelters we get, I look at the video, right, I never read the comments because I want to go and kill.
As everyone else, he disappeared for months. And as I said, that game, where's Eddie? You know, where's Wally? Obviously, Eddie hides. What? I've not seen here.
I do keep off that whiskey.
That whiskey. what do you call him? The manager that was going to go the best manager in the world.
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe,
You
right?
did get it right.
Absolutely, right. So got it right. Eddie Howe doesn't want to be a manager, right? He doesn't want to play football. He's left his football forever, and he gets the first offer he gets is back in. He's wanting to be a manager. So that shows you just how big an attraction the club was. That's what I was trying to say.
You got there, but you said it right the first time.
Well said, Si.
We back that up.
I had that joke ready with where's Wally, where's Eddie, and
Oh.
gone now, man. Don't
Right,
you try
tell me Muirhead, but I've just copied Neil's Scotland. And then Neil just he just cheated and all because he looked it up.
I want to ask a question on this, and I'm taking
Right.
Baldy to task. What did we class as the captain? Was it an official thing, or was it?
Right there.
Official.
Chip Sharp says, I've got a clue to the question. He was the good-looking one in the old picture.
Oh, so he knows that. That's the answer you gave me, Gordy.
I just don't want to be the kid.
Can't
Oh,
tell
right,
you.
I nearly read that right out there, Brian.
There's that many comments.
I know. I have to, but if you still have the Gers TV stickers for sale, it's for my son's man cave.
We'll try and find some that I've got them in my boat or in my scooters and all that, and all the places. Put them all over Aberdeen, you name it, all over England.
Now, Stephen Renwick, the Union Bears deserve a massive well done
Oh,
for the
yeah.
last few displays. Definitely, I totally agree with you there, Stephen. I hope when it comes to the Sparta Prague, who will have the place rocking, no hesitation, they guys will deliver
Well,
with the display again. I need to tell you this,
Aye.
see the game on Sunday,
Yeah.
there's an old guy sitting next to me and he said, look at all they're bouncing, and they were really bouncing, right? He went, I never had that much energy when I was young, so I don't know how these young guys do it. I loved it.
Don't be telling them. What I would say is I comment, right? What I would say, see the Barra Chinese restaurant, we put one up there, because the Barra, see in Barra they've got a Chinese restaurant, and see, because it tells you not to come in the restaurant, it's got a big red hand on it. So I'm like, I'll be having some of that, so it's got a big red hand saying stop. So we put the Gers TV sticker on it, and all that, aye, and the Chinese guy loved it, he was no bother.
Aye, good.
That's because we're like fat and greedy, we're buying that much half, do you know what I mean? He's like, you put up whatever you want.
Aye.
Aye, that's what I'm saying, no, the Union Bears, I would actually go a step to see the Sparta game, the Prague game, encourage them. The club should be coming out and saying, we need to score the 2 goals, we need to
Aye.
beat them, we're looking for a 3-goal lead. Let's get all the fans in early, let's go with what the Union Bears are doing, let's get everybody in and make Ibrox shocking, not just expect it.
I don't
Because
expect
that's
to
the
help
thing.
them do it.
The club don't really do that much, do they? When it comes to the young boys, and it's always, what do the Union Bears do? What about the rest of the stadium? Everybody's got to play their part in it. But no, 100% their displays have been fantastic.
Their Marion lost both their Gers TV stickers, their man traded in their motor, and she never took them off.
Never took them off.
What do you think about Billy Gilmore gossip, or what? Pure gossip, Betty? Do you listen to
Well,
the papers?
The thing is, again, with Billy Gilmore, even if he did want to become alone, he can't come for when.
I know.
I can't just.
You
I'm
can't
not, that's
just
the last
appear.
time I'm doing the jury on the show, it's too strong for me. Billy
Listen, guys, he's telling me that once there's a drink left in the bowl, that's what's left.
I think Billy Gilmore would certainly would be a good addition to come into the club, but
I think Billy Gilmore's a crack me player, but he's not coming.
I don't see
here.
coming. That's what I was
see
trying
it
to say.
coming.
Or he would have came before the Norwich deal.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's the same as the people say to me, oh, the day and everything else, what about Steven Gerrard? He's got the answer.
Sick of
Oh,
sitting
and I'm
us
like
today.
that. Well, see, when the problem you've got is, see, when you're successful, that's what you get. Successful clubs, people want your manager.
Mm-hmm.
People want
Do
involved,
you know
and you've got to love
The
that.
papers and the media start all this hype to just get a story, just to have a show. That's what Radio Snide was doing today. The whole show was about that.
It's an easy link. There could be anybody. The Parkhead McDonald's could say we need a new manager. Steven Gerrard's taking that. You know, he's a break. Why are you so desperate for Rangers to lose their manager? Why
No.
are you so desperate?
Right, the nice teaser, guys. If you've just joined us, who was Rangers' first captain? And you can win the children's book that Stephen Wilson has written, The Famous Three Bears.
And it's the ideal stock fella.
It's an ideal stocking filler. Now, the link is also on the feed, and if you can't get it by that, you can go on eBay, put in The Famous Three Bears, and you'll reach it for there. It keeps freezing. That's the first one we've heard tonight, Betty.
Sure, that, he's boiling in here.
That's what take my shoe off.
That'll just be the internet connection, I think. We've not froze.
Your link's no froze, Betty.
God, did you have the video on what I was saying to you? Did you try that? Just if you can, because if you can, I can quickly show you the 6 goals.
Let me see. Loving the show as always, David McClelland.
You need to add in
Hello
for-
there,
add in,
David
didn't you?
Mortimer. Maybe the international might hamper our good stride, but 10 goals in 2 games, which is good. Even resting El Buffalo for the other game. Plant, lol, chick sharp. Listen, guys, he says he can't drink any more of that, it's too strong. This is how much is left.
I didn't say that was on
Oh,
there now.
dearie me. Right, I can't see.
Just saying, it's going to get going. I've
Right.
got the video coming on the new.
There we go. Andrew McRae, Chris Gray, Grant Woodburn, how you doing? They tried to hound Morelos out of Rangers, the media linking him to where everyone knows now it's Gerrard. They do that all the time. The media just get hold of something, they make a story out of nothing. Absolute nothing.
No, I can't read that.
I mean, even the newspapers, they go into TikTok for stories when they don't have anything to write about.
Tonight's video should have been.
What else have we got here?
Now you get fun it, right?
Andrew
Adam?
McRae, Betty McKenzie, how are you doing?
Right, I'm going to try and get the video on, right, for the earlier on. It's got the goals in it, and then we can do a wee link share again.
Right, we're going to see a wee video now of the
First
guys.
box.
The goal.
We're back. Guys, we're back. That's a wee live video for the night. It was the goals. I was meant to put it earlier on, but I wanted to show you the respect that the fans in the club had put on, and because I was doing that, I loved to do an English and I drank Goblins.
Orange juice.
Orange juice. I nearly had the boat because it tasted like ginger instead of whiskey.
He thought he was drinking whiskey and he's laughing orange juice. That was funny.
Great goals, just to show you the goals. That was all it is, and the big cannon going off in the cannon.
Right, Stevie Wilson, enjoying the show. Tell Si I'm starting
Work on the
the
Dolphin
Dolphin book soon. Oh, I'm not buying that, Stevie. Right, where are we?
The animals, the animals and their followers are desperate for Stevie G to leave because even though we are not hitting the top form we're on, we're going for the treble. Trust me, that big grab picking.
Right, Marion says a wee shout out to Jim. Jim
Aye.
Trotter, how are you doing? I hope you're alright, Jim. Nobody's heard for you, but you've answered Marion, but we don't
No, I
heard
did
for
send a message before
Did
5
you?
in the morning. I will see
Right,
because
okay.
I've got my bed at the time. It was at the weekend.
Right, the teaser, please, and the teaser, where is it? Aye, man. Aye,
So Jim sent a message, so he's definitely up and about anyway. That's the main end
Aye,
of that.
hope you're doing alright, Jim. Right, remember the teaser is who was Rangers' first captain. Gordon will be picking the winner, and you win the book with Stevie Wilson, and
Yep.
it's the famous 3 Bears.
Judge's decision's final.
And the judge's decision is final. And we'll take the credit if it goes right, it's Gordon.
It shouldn't be up for debate.
Listen, these things, you know, they ask me. I called the people watching the show punters one time, and I get
Yeah,
pelt
you
from
get pelters for that.
You're stealing money and everything. I'm like, I'm calling them punters.
Enjoy
We're
hearing
for a
them
pub.
laughing.
Everywhere we've got one right in front of us.
So there is.
See, that shows I'm the only man, doesn't it?
Enjoying the show. Aye, that's I've read that one. Loved it. Goals were good as well. Scott White, John Cameron was laughing.
Love that I was talking about the music.
Right, imagine we went to
it's
Villa,
fair.
Ready Parkhead for the Jota and Kyoga.
Aye,
Be
that's,
careful what you wish for.
that you need to move, doesn't it?
Yep.
Is that the bone?
As the bottom right, that's what you call respect, says Betty McKenzie. Definitely,
No, I
that's how
no,
it was done, yeah.
Another thing as well, see when the armed forces went in the stadium after the game
Ah,
started,
they walked through the...
and they walked on the way round, they
And
walked
everybody see when they walked on the side, every
stood up.
section they went to, they all stood up and clapped as they passed.
and it's something great.
They
See
sat
when,
down
see
in the
when
next lot stood.
you're at Ibrox, you maybe the pub before or after it, or you're at a stadium and you see the guys with armed forces uniforms and that, and they're mingling with the fans and that.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice. It's a really nice touch. Guys, if anybody wants to call the show, we're going to put the phone number up in a wee minute. Wait, got to put it up. It comes up the screen if you hit number. See if you hit live.
Sending healings to Jim, hope you're well soon. Thanks, Donna
I don't
Robertson.
need that. It comes up. I just got the number put in.
The number's
in
0141 319 5230. Give us a wee call in and let us know your thoughts.
God, so see we had live on the side. And then just put,
Why is there a big silent thing there?
I don't know, you must have turned the volume down.
I've not done it.
No me.
Trying to see my house has done it. There you go.
Well, you get slagged.
Right.
It's not a tan now.
Oh no, it's not been my tan, no.
I get called sectarian, so
I just get called odds.
I will give you 5 minutes time. We'll take the answer, right? So what time about now? 5 past, right? If anybody wants to call on, it'd be good to get a call. I've had 2 good calls already. But,
Right, great to have the Gers TV back. Is Warren also back? We've not heard from the night.
I mean,
But he is back.
I don't know. I meant to find out if he's alright because I was in a conversation about something else and somebody mentioned bad news, but I didn't get a chance to ask him. So I'm not sure what happened. So that's maybe why we've not heard from him.
Maybe that's why.
I'm banned from Facebook, so I can't really comment and things and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm back on Facebook at the end of the week though. I've got
Why
4 days to go.
What did I tell you when you get a ban? How long you're banned for?
30 days. I get the maximum of the time. I was like, you're back to Wentworth.
You're back to it, though. Really?
It's a great show.
It's good to be back, by the way. We were away for
It is.
4 weeks.
People were asking about stuff. We're going to be doing, hopefully, a show every Tuesday night again. I'm going to try and get involved with the Sons of Struth. In case I forget, I've seen it on the telly. So
Yeah, I know, because I reminded him a night and he had already forgot. He's got a heap lot of sub guys.
But remember now, so if Craig's watching this, I think he does a
Can you
training.
get in touch, will you?
And we'll do that.
Give them more time to Google.
Aye, that's it. I don't know, but Google's not always the right answer.
I know.
Google actually tells you the wrong answer.
Does it?
The reason I'm saying that is because we've all done it right. We've all been drunk at one point in our life and Googled when you don't feel well.
I tell you, know who's the best for cheating at anything? Jim Trotter.
So yeah, oh, he's the best.
Jim is the best at cheating
Oh.
for anything.
You could write a book about somebody at the dodgy and you can't tell them.
The Wentworth Law, your dreams, Simon.
Oh, Lizzie Burgoff used to be the best at whiskey, remember?
Hooch.
And the hooch, that's right. I'm going to tell us alright, I'll get some hooch. You're married, man.
Enjoyed the show the night along with my grandson. I'm glad your grandson joined in, Donna.
A lot of people, when my mate Scott was on a minute ago, we
There's a lot of different names right on my feed.
Aye.
Good.
So we're getting there eventually. Guys, we just keep like sharing, you can watch it later on again. A lot of people for the Canadians on the night, what happened to them, but upset them.
I must have.
They're usually the first ones on.
No, I loved it. We were talking to Jack and he was talking dead quick and he went, and what was that? Where are we? The lads at Upland Social Club in Woodford, Essex are buying...
The old veterans beers for
Right,
this
okay,
Sunday.
Sunday.
Aye,
Very
good
nice, that's good.
shout. That is a good shout.
That was Rob picking.
Aye. I mean, it's great. The Rangers supporters all over the world have all got the similar ethos and everything else. It's time. There's a kind of decorum that run over it. I'm just about to phone up.
I answered ages ago, no Google required.
I need to tell you this.
Gordon's going to, sorry Si, but Gordon's going to pick the winner. That's how nobody's picked a winner yet, Tommy.
But I need to remind you because you forgot what happened last week.
What?
So we thought a Celtic fan was phoning us up every 30 seconds. This is legendary. It's obviously been an old person, right? It's obviously been an old person, I think. Anyway, this phone number kept coming up on it, dial, when Chick was on, everybody's on, it kept phoning, and we going, who the...
It's an 0800
So
number.
anyway, we phoned it to find out who it was, and it turns out,
It was
see
me.
see when we say that put your number on the feed, this person, and we're not going to name you because we don't know who you are,
Text
was
it.
texting the number in, so we kept getting text phone calls.
The text
So
from BT.
BT was phoning us to tell us a text message that was coming in.
The 3 numbers on the feed is, guys, see where you put your comments on this feed here, on Facebook or YouTube, wherever you are, wherever you see on the
We
words.
then know who you are, and if you've done it once, your name comes up on the wee screen.
You leave the last 3 numbers of your mobile number in the feed when you're typing in.
Right.
Don't go away and text a number.
I'll read Jim's one here, right? I'm still about, I just can't sit in the one place for too long, as it's still painful. I'm still on the heavy painkillers, so spending a lot of time asleep. I get out and about in the car, but not for long. Marion, thank you for the concern. Sandra and Si, I've not forgotten you both. And mind no divulging my secret.
No, Jim, I was just saying, you're the best I know. You're the best I know at it.
Jim getting him some to give you some more morphine.
You're no one to leave. I know. And Mark Dunnett answered as well.
But aye, it's been a trying time. See, the last couple of years has been really, really bad for the people in general. It's just bad news, and sometimes I think that everything's serious. You turn the news on, it's serious.
I know.
We have a laugh, and a lot of people mention
Life's
that to me.
serious enough and bad enough without having to be serious all the time.
People say that to me in the pubs and all that, and the bars I've been in. You turn on a Tuesday night, and at least you get a laugh.
Aye.
That's one good thing.
Good.
And that's the main thing. Is there any more subjects we're going to talk about?
We're going to try and go the veterans in Glasgow. Correct, for the homeless veterans in Glasgow. We're going to try for that next week.
Try and get the guy, aye, because we tried before.
We tried before, we couldn't get him, right?
It took us about 6 weeks to get the boy done.
Aye. We got there in the end, and then he never heard from him again. But we're going to try and link up with him for next week, guys, and see if we can help the veterans and the homeless in Glasgow.
And again, there's no football at the weekend. That's what something I was going to mention. What was it again?
I thought the semi-final was this Sunday. It's not the following Sunday.
Aye, it's the following. Aye, Rangers Hibs.
That's a good way to check the tickets to see.
Aye. No, it's definitely next week. So it's international at the weekend. Oh, that's right. I was going to make I had a few comments right now about the Scotland game at the weekend. So that's that done. We really don't care. It's Gers TV. Even I know that because we got abuse after the Yes March. That's probably because of that. When we were at the protest against the Yes March going through, they were screaming abuse when they seen Sandra and they seen me. We were getting more abuse than the rest of the protesters, and we were just at the side. We were just encouraging them. But anyway, we don't really care about international football. It upsets people.
I hate international football.
There's no point in me talking
Why
about
should
something.
you players be injured in it for playing for us? I don't get it.
Aye, it's sad enough for me struggling talking about the Rangers at times if I get off the Rangers, what I say. I'm not going to start talking about Scotland because if they played in my back garden, I would probably start looking outside the front garden. But we'll be covering it.
No more whiskey sent into this show, guys.
No more orange juice.
That's a good point. We're actually needing a bottle of whiskey as well. If anybody wants to send in for the whiskey, they win for running out of one.
Or vodka.
So we'll do a wee tribute to the soldiers and the armed forces at the weekend. Somehow we'll do something.
Ideal time to promote the Lassies game, eh? They'll be playing when the international take place, won't they? Gordon's going to check.
We'll check with him. I'm trying to get in contact with him today. I want to do it right, Chick. There's no point in me just saying I'm going to do it and then going with when it's happened. I'm going to try and see if we can maybe get people to go down and watch them. I'll try and go down and watch. I took a photo of the lassie that scored the winner.
I know, I liked it.
Gordon's like, oh, you're taking a photo of her bum.
Unless it was off in the back.
He's like, he's in the public with me and he's going like, I mean, we need to improve things. You can't be doing things like that. That can make likes. But no, seriously, in the B team we're going to try and do a wee feature on that as well because Rangers are doing really well in all these games and it's
just frustration. It's just frustration when they let the opposing team win another goal. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, that is it.
The first goal.
But again, that's Rangers way, innit? You just need to win, lose or draw. You've got to bear weight.
I'm laughing at this.
Why?
I don't know.
I need subtitles. That's where we used to have subtitles.
Aye, well, I've got them on my phone, look.
I know. Have you not got them off?
No, I can't take it off. Right.
Aye, right, we're going to do the answer to the question in a minute. We will promote the Lassies game. See if anybody goes to all the Lassies games and they want to promote it with us. That would be great. We'll be able to get your man so we can talk about it.
Trouble with you, Simon, there's too much blood in your alcohol system. You're very right, Chick. You're very right.
What Sinatra film was that? I'm going to take a guess, right? And tell me if I'm wrong. High Society. I think that may be because that was a comedy, wasn't it?
Right, Partick Thistle's away in the next fixture on November 21st, 2 p.m.
2 p.m. And you can go and watch them if anybody's wanting to go and then remove Gordon's post another one up like that. So it's a great time to be involved with the club. It's 150th anniversary coming up. Rangers are back in the big league. We're winning. We're going to be hopefully in the Champions League next year. Everybody in their wee sister wants for manager. That's a sign of good player.
Their wee sisters.
They want
brothers.
You hear about they want Gerrard all the time, and now you hear about they want Morelos. They want more players. That's a sign of a good team.
You're not right about the Fulham. Chick says no.
No.
Chick says no.
I know, but so that's done hundreds of films. I would know Ocean's 11. It could be. I would be here on it.
Aye. And we will, before the show finishes, guys, Gordon will announce the winner. Before
I forget, Chick, just one for you because you'll know what I'm talking about. The film that Sonatas in, Von Ryan Express. It's impossible. It's coming on every Christmas. It is impossible to watch this film. You know the ending. You know what happens. He's chasing. If you've not watched it, there's no difference in the pictures. He's chasing after the train at the end. And every time you watch it, you imagine he's going to catch this train. No one of the films, you know what happens, but you're still watching it. Come on. Same as Steve McQueen on the motorbike, you always think of the Great Escape. He's going to get out of that. One day you're watching it, going to change the scene, just let Sinatra catch that bus. I don't know the answer, Chick, you need to tell me it.
Stacks of films, he said.
We're going to finish up here. Gordy's giving his answer. So the question, first of all, was who was Rangers' first ever captain?
And the winner is...
I don't know when you get out.
Didn't the answer?
Tom Valens.
Right, Tom Valens.
What was his nickname? Honest Tom. That was his nickname.
Was it?
His nickname was Honest Tom. He was so well respected by the other clubs that they called him Honest Tom. 1872, 1883, and God will pick a winner.
Now?
Well, you need to figure it out.
You'll need to figure out the now before the show finishes. So you better get Googling.
I don't think there was any answer to that, to be honest. Most people went with Tommy
Then
Muirhead.
Tom Muirhead a lot, weren't we?
And the reason I was asking the question...
He was the captain for 1917.
I knew he was the captain, and he was one of my first ever great captains, but I wasn't sure if he classed Tom Valens as a captain because of the way the officials were nowadays, the official positions and things like that.
Right, who you going with here?
You give me a few minutes.
Right,
No.
I'll give him a minute to find it.
Right, okay. Let me see, the first ever was Tom Valens.
Quickly plug, this for the last time.
Elvis.
You're going, yeah. The beard, anybody wants to send a couple of quid, the money goes to prostate cancer. I just tick the box on the Movember website, so that's how it's going. A few of my pals are really no well doing it, so pray to God that they pull through. And any money at all goes directly to cancer research. So I'm going to look like a Jack and Danny for another 3 weeks, and then it's getting shaved off live on the Gers TV on the first Tuesday of December.
Right, is that the winner?
Yeah,
That you
Sammy Flynn.
highlighted there?
Sammy Flynn. So Sammy,
Sammy Flynn
we'll send you
is the
winner.
the
of
winner.
3 bears books.
So if you get in touch with us and we'll private message, and we'll get the book to you.
Right, we'll just send that on.
Yep.
Steve will send it out.
Send it out. So well done, Sammy Flynn. There we go. Sammy Flynn is our winner. Congratulations. Hooray!
There's a delay in
I
my
see
text
that.
teaching you as on balance. That's a Scottish save. Look, it's Scottish jumped in over there.
Scott, right? That means you have the subtitles on.
I know what he's done. He's trying to answer. I'm saying that he's
All
jumped
right.
in. He jumped in with answer whenever he's been announced. That'll fly one.
There's a delay, and this is texting you now from
Thing they used to do. Frank McGarvey. We were talking about Frank McGarvey when he used to be like he was a gambling, what we call it, addiction, and he was saying that he used to wait till he'd put a bet on, right, and he was that desperate for a fiver that he would hold it, and he'd wait till the guy's not looking, change it to the one that's in the lead to try and get his fiver, and you're like that. Things can't even that bad.
Oh, dearie me. Right, guys, we
Right.
rounded up.
We've got a winner, guys.
We've got a winner.
Do an outro.
So, who was it? Sammy Flynn?
Sammy Flynn, you're the winner. You've won
Sammy
the book.
Flynn,
It's a great wee
congratulations.
stocking filler.
That's all
Short
right.
short. We still don't know what the film is. Chick still no told us. So oh no, it's the Joker as well. They got it. Could be wrong.
Right.
There's so many
The Joker
films.
is wild.
Aye. That was an old one. I'm sure Sammy Davis was in that one, but I could be wrong again. I'm telling you the films. That's us for the night.
That's us.
Big
Oh,
thanks.
that's my real name, Sammy Flynn. Joe, how are you doing? It was you.
We don't know.
That's my real name. I know.
Is that sort of the life of Brian? I'm Sammy
That's
Flynn,
it.
and so's my wife.
Right, guys, mind join us next week, and always remember, we are the people. Whenever Gordy's ready.
We had McGregor, Tab and Goldson and Borna at the back. Alfie Kent, Refeat and Defoe in attack. Davis, Jack, Kamara, Arfield, Hadji came alive. With Helen, Dead and Balogun, they won us 55. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh, Rangers, we love you. Not forgetting Joe Aribo, his name we couldn't fit. Like Edmondson and Barker, we knew they'd done their bit. McLaughlin, Jones and Bassey, Bungani, Zunga, and Nico Katic couldn't play, but he's Rangers through and through. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh, Rangers, we love you. So Stephen Gerrard came to Ibrox along with Gary Mack, and they were set the challenge to bring the title back. The day that he arrived, he ended on let's go, and now he's there for all to see. The league flags coming home. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, with the pouring